The fight against galamsey, right from the beginning, has had several parameters. You recall that before this fight started in 2017, we were increasingly getting various reports. One, literally every quarter or so, you get reports of miners who were dying in pits across the country. And sometimes there was a scramble to see how to try and save lives, because a lot of these illegal and irresponsible mining exercises were going on in many parts of the country. There were reports of our forest reserves being destroyed, reports of water bodies being destroyed severely across the country. The first part of the anti-galamsey fight was to bring a stop to this. And I think across the country, everybody will attest to the fact that it was successful in bringing a stop to all of these reports of people dying in pits, forest reserves being destroyed, water bodies that were being destroyed. The second part was an attempt to see how the reclamation and water improvement exercises could take place. Professor Oppong-Nkrumah himself was here behind this podium to explain how much it will cost and all of that. And at a point, based on the success in the first part, you began to notice the reports that even the turbidity levels in the water bodies in various parts of the country was improving. Then we moved to the third part, which was to allow small-scale mining to continue, those who had licenses and those who are going to do it responsibly to continue. And then for a lot of the illegal small-scale miners who had now been brought together and trained to be given what we call the community mining sites for them to go and do the community mining. I'm sure you recall that. So that's the third phase, which had also commenced. Pretty successful in getting those who had their concessions to go back onto their sites and do it legally. And then you've also seen the opening up of the community mining sites in phases. There is a new challenge. The new challenge today is that there are reports coming up of people going back to do illegal and irresponsible mining, which new challenge the authorities quickly have to get back to and arrest, like they arrested the first challenge that was overwhelming. The fact that people haven't been allowed to go back coming up with these reports does not mean that the entire exercise has been a failure. It is a challenge that needs to be dealt with at this point in time. The second challenge is the challenge that Professor Oppong-Nkrumah spoke about, which is in accounting for all of the assets that were seized during the process. And so for that one as well, they've quickly invited the police CID to do a proper detailed job, so that if anybody has been untoward or if they have misaccounted for their things or whatever it is, it can be dealt with properly. But the president, like he said from the beginning, remains very committed to the fight against irresponsible and illegal mining. The processes over the years have been largely successful. We have a current set of challenges. You can't run away from the current set of challenges. You've got to face it head on and find a way to win in that space as well.